This is really far back. Oh, hold on. 1 minute, please. Ugh, gosh. Hello? Is this thing not working anymore? Oh. Hi. Okay. This feels better. This looks better. Kitty. She's eepy. I wish I could be her. Hi bookworms, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today is wrap-up day. We are going to jump into my August wrap-up. Everything, some things that I read in August, video games I was playing, shows, movies I was watching, music I was listening to, the whole shabam. Not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right in. So August was the slowest month for me. And I said that last month when I read 3 books. This month, or August, I read 2 books. I am in a slump. I'm still reading because I have to. It's like a part-time job, right? But nothing is catching my attention. I have probably the most right now currently reading on my Goodreads that I've ever had, ever. Nothing's sticking. Not even now. But I am starting to want to read now, and I think it's because we're in the Burr months, but that's besides the point. Yeah. So starting off August, well, I think I started it at the end of July, but I read Fair Trade by Millie Perez. 5 stars. Thank God. Because I think if I did not read something that was 5 stars, I was going to explode. Fair Trade is the second standalone book in the Monarch series. Is it the Monarchs? The New York Monarch series by Millie Perez. I will start this off by saying, yes, these books are standalone, but if you want to fully, experience, in my opinion, the Millie Perez hype, read all of her books. She only has, this is her 4th book. They're so easy to read, but it's so much better to read these books and see other characters. It just feels so much better. So I barely like calling it a standalone because I am a 100% firm believer that these books need to be read. All of them. Her whole universe, even her first 2. Read them all. Would I ever lead you in a bad direction? Don't answer that if you know me in real life. Anyways, this is a second book, like I said. It follows Louisa and Nick. Louisa is I'm not good with baseball terms, so forgive me. But she is pretty much like what would you call her? Hold on. She's a bad bitch. That's what I'm going to say first of all. So she's the general manager of the Monarchs. She is the first female manager in the MLB. She is a badass. Just look at this cover. She is everything. The book kind of starts off very smutty. And if you know me, I don't mind smut, but I am more of a plot over smut person. And to know a little bit about Millie's backlog, she wrote closed door romance. Well, they were not closed door. That I could stand in that door and kind of see what's going on, but they were not fully explicit. But she has, and I love this because she's fully, grasped it and been more comfortable to write it. So power to her. It starts off immediately, because Louisa meets Nick, who at the time, she doesn't know who he really is. And they hook up. It's like this steamy hookup. He does everything, because she's such a woman in power, men are, intimidated by her, but he is not. He fully, embraces it and everything. She comes into work to meet the new owner of the team. It's Nick. So, yeah. They have to coexist. They also are kind of, not enemies, but they bicker a lot, which I loved. I ate it up. But Nick, essentially, in the books, something happens. He inherited the team from his grandfather, and in the contract, it literally states that this X has to happen for you to keep the team, or we're going to sell it. So essentially something happens, or he could do something else. I'm trying not to give too many spoilers away. Something happens and he might have to give the team away unless he marries somebody. So then you go into a fake marriage with Nick and Louisa, and it is just such a good story. Y'all know I'm such a sucker for found family, and found family is in the Monarchs 1,000%. I think that's why I've really started to enjoy sports romances. Has read two by two really amazing authors, but the found family, because they're team sports, right? The found family is crazy. There's PCOS awareness in this book. Obviously, she's a Latina author, so there is representation in there. It was a good book. I was reading it on the airplane, and I was literally like trying not to scream. Not in like a bad way, but like kicking my feet. That's when you know Pixie is going to rate this a 5-star book, if she is kicking and giggling, because yeah. The next book I read was for my book club, and it was called Tenderly I Am Devoured by Lindo Clipstone. I gave this one 2 stars. The cover is beautiful, but it deceived me. I think this book had the foundation to be really good, and I don't want to say it was not good, but it was not for me. It is listed as a horror fantasy book, not scary. Not even like body horror or like... We talked about in book club of it being kind of like psychological horror. Like you can't really like explain it, but you're like, wow, what is going on? You have... I wiped this book from my brain. You have a girl named Lacrimosa and her 2 brothers who work out in these like salt mines or something, and their parents pass away, so they are in debt to these rich people, this rich guy who also has 2 kids named Alistar and Camille, and they're rich, right? And Lark leaves to go, it's so jumbled. They become friends because they all kind of go to a school together, and then things start changing. They start growing up. Lark really fancies Alistar, and she goes away to this boarding school, meets this random girl who I thought had no real point to the story besides that she was a psychopath. Lark comes back from home. Alistair's mean. Camille's not mean, but I don't know. It just... There was... They were all in a relationship. If that's a spoiler, I'm sorry. I'm looking to see if that's... Yeah, I mean, it kind of alludes to that, which is kind of weird to me, because they were siblings. They are siblings. They never did anything at the same time, but, like, it's still weird. Like, I told my book club I never want to hear belly hate ever again, because this is weird. It was 2 stars. I was so worried reading it was going to put my slump even worse, but I think because we had book club and I was able to discuss it, and I knew that I was going to get to talk to my friends about it, it was better for me, but it was still 2 stars. Would I give this author a second chance? Maybe. Her writing is really beautiful, but some of it was just empty. Like I said, the book, the setting, everything had such high possibilities, and I was really hopeful, but it just really fell flat. There was no meat and potatoes. No meat and potatoes. So maybe I would give her a second chance. Sarah, my friend, my dear angel Sarah, did say that this was her first... She's an indie author, but this book was her first traditionally published book. So maybe that is why... I don't know. So that was 2 books for August. I read 668 pages. Thank you, Millie, for not letting me down ever. I did half digital, half audio. I read Millie's book She gave me an arc. Thank you so much for that, Millie. I hope I get to read every single arc before you release it. That was 50. That was digital, and then the audio I did for Tenderly I Am Devoured, and it was a good audio. There were just so many things that this book could have been, but it was not, and it's so frustrating, but that's besides the point. That puts me at 37 out of 50 books. I gotta kick into gear. I have to. I physically have to hit 50 books. I don't know. I don't know. September, October, November, December. There's 4 months left. Let's do math. I have to read at least 3 to 4 books a month. So, yeah. The only time I had a reading streak was at the end of the month when I finished book club's book day of. Was it day of? I think it was day of. Oops. So for my book bracket, my favorite book of the month was obviously Tenderly. I'm just kidding. My favorite book for August was Fair Trade. And I'm so ready for the third book. I am so ready. She gave us a little sneak peek and just wow. Also, I'm sweating. Whose idea was it to wear a cardigan in September in Texas? Mine. I'm in the house. I'm in shorts, but it's okay. Now, things I watched. I watched a lot of things because I was not reading a lot of things. We'll start off with the shows that I watched in August. I continued South Park. There's no words I have for this show. A beautiful job. Beautiful job. I am obviously watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. I wake up early before work every Wednesday to watch it, and I'm scared. I don't know where we're going, but I will say this, and I don't know if I said this in the last video, but I am so tired of Belly hate, and I'm so tired of Jenny Han hate. This last episode, which this should come out within the week of the episode that just came on. This is the 9th episode. The hate and backlash that some of these people in the fandom have been giving Jenny Han is crazy. Let's not forget that this show is about Belly. It's about Conklin. The love is a subplot. It's about her. I have enjoyed every single episode. Have I been mad? Yes, but obviously this drama, right? The Belly hate is so forced, and I am really to the point, and that some people may be a little bit misogynistic because Jeremiah and Conrad are not innocent. But the things I see people say about Belly and Lola, not cool. This show, Jenny Han is one of my top, if I had to pick 5 authors, Jenny Han would be at the top, one of the top 5. Her books, her comfort reads to me, they are everything. And it's just crazy. Y'all need to calm down. You need to calm down. You're getting too loud. Continuing Shield Hero, still a good anime. It's in the kind of slowish parts for us because that's a filler episode. So many people are calling the last episode of Summer I Turned Pretty filler. Y'all wanted Belly in Paris so bad, and she's in Paris, and now you're mad. I'm also watching The Kingdom, which is on Disney Plus, and it is about the Kansas City Chiefs. If you don't know this, I am, as of 2 years ago, coincidentally for some reason, a Kansas City Chiefs fan. It is much more and much deeper than Taylor at this point. I love this team. I love their stories. I love Andy Reid. I haven't finished it because I kind of don't want to, because it is documented from last year up until last year's Super Bowl. We all know how that ended. Horribly. But it's been good. And we do get some Taylor cameos. She's not fully in the show like the way Brittany Mahomes is, but it's still good to hear the other players and learn about the other players and learn about Andy Reid's history and the Chiefs' history and NFL history. It's crazy. If you would have told me this was me 4 years ago, I would have looked at you like you were crazy. Also, we started and finished the King of the Hill reboot. I don't think I ever watched King of the Hill when I was younger, but I'd watch it passively, if it was on. And it just didn't really grab my attention, but this is really good. I've enjoyed it. I laughed. It's dry humor, and it's Texas, so yeah. And then Bob's Burgers, as always. Bob's Burgers is usually on in my house at least once a week. It's a comfort show. We're watching the current season, but I will literally put on any season at all to just have on in the background. And if we ever decide to have children, I would really love a daughter, but if I have a son, that's Gene Belcher. Danny and I are literally Bob and Linda. If you know, you know. Now, movies. We saw 2 movies last month. We went to the, congratulations, we went to see K-Pop Demon Hunters in theaters, which is such a cool experience. Danny didn't realize that it was a sing-along. We went very late. We went up to like a 10 o'clock showing. It wasn't too bad. Some teenagers very loud, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun because I know the song, so I got to sing them. Did Danny do a sing-along? I don't know. His favorite song came on free, and for some reason, he was turned to the side. I bet you he was singing. I bet you. And then we saw together the movie with Dave Franco in. That movie was awful. It was good until it wasn't. But I would still tell people to watch it because I want to trash talk it more to other people. I don't know what that was. It was like I saw Together and read Tenderly I Am Devoured within the same week, and I lost hope in media. That's kind of rough. Tenderly I Am Devoured was way better than Together. It was good until, I'm telling you, it was like scary and creepy, and then it was just so stupid. Like, I was laughing. You should not be laughing during scary movies. That's just... Let's pray next week when we go see The Conjuring that I am ready for spooky season and this saves the day. Because I was like, yeah, first scary movie of the year. Like, not of the year, but you know what I mean. Like, new release. Woo, let's do this. I think for me, I really think of Dave Franco from 21st Jump Street. And his that character was just imprinted in my brain watching this movie the whole time. Video games I played, I did not touch The Sims. If you play The Sims, you know that the game is broken. As of right now, it's not really. I just saw they released a patch, so I'm scared again. But it was severely broken. People were like, one of my favorite streamers lost her saves. What the helly? I would cry. So I haven't really been playing Sims. I've been back on Animal Crossing. I've been playing a lot. I started even reconstructing some things in my island. It's just been fun. And then I also got Enzoi, which is what Sims' competition is essentially. It's kind of creepy. The graphics are way too realistic for me. I am in my cartoon girl era. I love Sims cartoonish. I love Stardew Valley. I love Animal Crossings. This is kind of creepy. It's fun, but it still feels kind of empty because it is in early development. And then I did download Tiny Bookshop. I have been enjoying the game. I don't think I could play the game more than 30 minutes at a time. People tell me it gets better, but it just, for $20, it should be a little deeper than what it is. I do enjoy the book recommendations. Obviously, like, there's real books. You can recommend them to people, but I don't know. I'm going to keep giving it a shot, though, because it is fun. It is relaxing. I was like playing it before bed, and then I would just go to bed. It wasn't like I need to keep playing. I need to keep playing video game. Speaking of Animal Crossings, I did just get the new Lego. They came out 3 new Legos in August. I have all of them, so I needed the new 3. They're expensive though, dude. What? But they're big. There's 2 big ones, and then there's one like regular size that's like $15. I'm probably gonna get that one next. But the one that I did get was a museum with Blathers. So much fun. So much fun. I love putting Legos together, and yeah, it was so expensive though. And then I am currently on my crocheting. I've learned single stitch. I am trying to but I'm learning double stitching. So yeah, I'm really just trying to take it like day by day and like base by base. So I haven't made anything. I literally have just been like crocheting like little squares, not even squares. They're just, I don't know what they are, but it's just, you know, constant repetitive motions. So if you crochet, my friend Kiani gave me people to watch, to follow, and she gave me some really good people. But if you know any other people that I should watch as far as crocheting, you know, let me know, because I would love to watch them. And then as far as music goes, I will start this off and tell y'all, I don't know how this happened. I'm not even being sarcastic. I know we always start this off with me being sarcastic, but I listen to other music. Sabrina Carpenter came out the new album at the last week of August. I listened to the whole album on repeat maybe like 3 or 4 times, because that is how you get a valid opinion on music. You don't just listen to one round through. You don't. Once again, some of y'all need to calm down. But that ended up as my top songs for August. So we have Sugar Talking by Sabrina Carpenter, House Tour by Sabrina Carpenter, which I love. House Tour. I cannot get that song out of my head. It is like a sound bug is in my head, in my ear, and she's never coming out. And then Man Child, because it's a first track. I think that essentially is what it is. I don't know. Top 3 artists for the month is Gracie Abrams, Sabrina Carpenter, and Taylor Swift. I know. It's gonna get worse. I hope y'all realize that in October, there's nothing that can... there's nothing. And things I did in August, starting off, we moved my little baby sister to college. I feel like a grandma. She is at my alma mater, whatever. And every time I go there, I've been there once and she's been there. We're going to visit her this weekend, but like she'll text me and stuff like that. And I'll be like, back in my day, blah, blah. And I'm like, God, you're a grandma. But it's just really cool. She's in a dorm that is literally across from my old dorm. It's the same exact style, just opposite. So that's really cool. Walking campus with her was amazing. Taking pictures with her. We helped her move in. Me and Danny stayed back after everybody left to help her decorate. And she's living life. She loves it so much. So I miss her so much, though. It's crazy. Like, she's only 45 minutes away, but I miss her. But I do talk to her a lot more now. We talk every single day. We FaceTime probably once a week. So, or twice a week. It depends. I had a 30-minute conversation with her on the phone yesterday. Didn't know Gen Z knew how to use her phone still. Just kidding. We went to North Carolina. As some of y'all saw, we went to go meet our bestie, Devin. That was a lot of fun. I am also addicted now to, it's called Cheerwine. It is cherry soda, essentially. You can't get it here. You can, obviously, because I have that, but you have to go to, like, World Market and pay $2 for one bottle. But it's good. A lot of fun. We went to Wilmington where they shoot The Summer I Turned Pretty. We had coffee at the place where Conrad and Agnes meet. Went to their zoo. Their zoo is ginormous and beautiful. Walked a lot. It was a lot of fun. We definitely want to go back because there were some things that we didn't get to do. So, I mean, that just means we're going on another vacation, right? Taylor Swift literally fed us last month. I got to see her on New Heights. Seeing your favorite artist. I've been a Taylor Swift fan since Taylor Swift has been Taylor Swift. I remember the days when she used to get on Tumblr and Twitter and MySpace and just interact with all of us, and then it stopped because people ruin everything. I think that's why I get so triggered with all this Summer I Turned Pretty stuff and Sabrina Carpenter stuff, because I know that stuff can be taken away from us, but people don't understand that. But anyways, I have not seen a personal interview from Taylor or her just being herself in so long. So to see her on New Heights was a breath of fresh air. We got 2 hours of it. And I watched it twice because I watched it with Kat. And then the next day Michael came over and we watched it again. Amazing. The Life of the Showgirl is coming on my birthday. So, wow. Thank you, Taylor, for the gift. I knew she was releasing a new album because like they made the announcement before New Heights. And I literally said, if she announces it on my birthday, because if you mathematically do it, she was not going to release the album in August or September. She's going to let Sabrina have her flowers. She's an October release girly. Come on. Let's look at the math. She's fall, right? My birthday is on a Friday. I said it's going to be October 3rd. If it's October 3rd, I'm going to be more insufferable than I already am when a new Taylor album comes out. I was already going to be off that day. So guess what? I'm so excited. This is like, I'm worried because if you know me, I am a lyric girly over a bop girly, but she does say that the lyrics are still giving folklore, but the beat is giving 1989. So I could do that. But I do love me a sad girl song. Like, I mean, that's what Gracie Abrams is in my top 3 every single month. You think I'm listening to happy Gracie Abrams music? Absolutely not. Am I okay? Absolutely. But you like to feel something, you know? So I'm really excited. I hate being in this fandom because we never get a single. And I understand why. She doesn't need a single. But I would love a single to kind of, you know, get the gist. But Taylor sometimes does not have the best choices when it comes to singles. That's besides the point. I'm excited. We're all excited. I am also nervous because with the new album comes tour, and I just have really bad anxiety about having to get tickets again. I got them last time twice, but it was not fun. 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 And now we're about to do this all over again for Ariana Grande, but that will be next month. We'll talk about that next month if it happens. Just fingers crossed that we all get these Ariana Grande tickets. That's really what August was for me. I don't think it was too crazy. Oh, we did our fantasy football draft. I did one with my book club. I'm so excited. I'm so freaking excited. I love my book club so much, and the girls that are in it are just literally some of my best friends, and the ones that are doing fantasy football with me are probably my favorite people in the world because we had no idea what we were doing, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see how this goes. I played fantasy football last year with strangers, and that was fun, so I can't imagine how much fun it's going to be with my actual, like, friends. And the prize is the winner gets one book, $20 or more. Like, it has to be valued at $20 or more from their Amazon wish list. So that was, like, a cool spin. We don't have to, like, keep track of money or any of that stuff. So that is what we're doing for book club. Yeah, I don't really think I did too much in August. Even on the weekends, like, we would just stay here and kind of just do some stuff around the house. I'm not reading. I think it's just because it's so hot and I don't want to read. But I've been watching stuff on TV. So that, you know, substitutes for it, I guess. Next month, I am hoping to read Fearful by... Was it Fearful? Yes, by Lauren Roberts. I am getting a copy sent to me from Simon Team Publishing, and I'm so excited. It's not here yet, even though the book's already out, but, you know, if it's free, it's for me. I'm going to eat that up. They know I'm going to eat it up, too, so I'm just really, really pumped for it. And then I believe our book club book is, hold on. Our book club book is Wild Dark Shore by Charlie McConney. So those are the 2 books I'll for sure read this month. I'm reading a lot of books, nothing sticking, so I don't know. If you have a cure for me, tell me right now. Tell me, and I'll do it. Well, thank you guys so much for closing this chapter with me of what was August. I had such a good month. Even if I didn't read, I still, you know, had a good month with friends, with family, just being lazy and not doing a lot. Enjoyed this video. As always, do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what your favorite book was in the month of August, if you read. If you didn't, what did you do in August? I had so much fun hanging out with you guys. As always, keep reading, keep shining, and I'll see you soon.